What I'm going to do is walk you through a stripped down skeleton, I guess, of green onions and leave you to fill in the gaps. Later on we'll work out how to turn it into a kind of complete piano piece, but maybe it'll just sound better on electric organ. So it's in F minor, and the bass mostly uses the minor pentatonic scale. So there are different ways you could think about that. I guess I would think of it as 1, 3, 4, 5, and 7 of the minor scale. But you could think of it as the minor scale without 2 and 5. Most easily pictured in E flat minor. If you take out 2 and 5 from E flat minor, you're just left with the black notes. So you can think of the minor pentatonic as being the black notes starting on E flat and transposed to other keys. So then the bass is based on a 12-bar blues. So that means hang around on 1, which is F, going to 4, which is B flat, and then back to 1. And then it has 5, 4, 1. And out of each of those it plays root, third and fourth, I guess is the easiest way of describing it. Or you can think it starts on the root and then goes to a minor third above and then a tone above that. So that's cutting out some repetitions, obviously. And what they do is they put a major triad on each of those bass notes. So F gets its own major triad, which goes to an A flat major triad, B flat. So play these through, but don't practice them too much, because you're never going to play them as block triad like this. Then on B flat, you have that. I'm going through these quite quickly because I know you can probably work these out. So once you've memorized the bass line, and you can play it in some simple way in the left hand, try working out exactly what the organist is playing in the track. So on those first 3 bass notes, the organist is playing these 3 notes on top. And these notes have to match the bass notes, which are harmonized with those major triads. So we did this one in the lesson. That's an F major chord. So there's your F triad. This is an A flat major triad. Well, you got one note in the bass, the other one's a C. And this is a B flat major triad. Again, you've got one in the bass, and you're just missing the F. So that should be what you're playing in the right hand. So I'll show you what the next 2 groups of 3 notes are, but I'll let you work out how to fill in the rest of the chord in the right hand. So for each of these right hand chords, you should aim for a 3-note triad, and I'll just give you the top notes of those. So when you have this in the bass, the top notes in the right hand are, so it starts with a D and then plays the same as the bass. So you need to harmonize this with a B flat major chord, this with a D flat major chord, and this one with an E flat major chord. Then you're back to, and when you get to this, if I remember right, the top notes in the right hand are just the same as the bass notes. So you're going to have parallel chords there, C, E flat major, F major, and then you get this one again, and then you're back to the first. So I'll let you fill in the gaps there. Same with the instrument solos, like I think it's an organ solo first and then you get a guitar solo. The guitar solo will sound a bit weak on the keyboard, but you may as well work it out because it's all pretty instructive. It uses the F minor blues scale, and think of that as being the F minor pentatonic, but with an extra note, which is, well, either the sharp 4th or flat 5th. sure which one I think of it as. But anyways, between the 4th and the 5th. So, it's all based on that scale. So see if you can work out what's going on there. Then once you've done that, try playing those chords in the left hand while you play the solos in the right hand. And so on. Lastly, I meant to show you an example of the minor pentatonic that sprung to mind, which I showed you in the lesson, which is Aretha Franklin, Respect. I'm not sure what key it's in, but if you're playing it in F, it has a chorus like this. It goes up the minor pentatonic, and goes right down all 5 notes of the pentatonic. So it's a good way of learning it. Also, that's harmonized with a dominant chord, in other words, just a straight 7th chord, on each one of those notes. So F, A flat 7, B flat 7, and then C7.